Hey everyone, this is Joanne coming to you live from New York. I'm also known as #UnicornBoss. So as you guys are jumping online tonight, make sure you go ahead and hit me up with some unicorn emojis because today is Unicorn Monday. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. So I know it's been a hot minute since I've gone live, you guys. I have missed you over the past few days. I'm sorry that I've been absent. Last week I had to work a bunch of night shifts and it totally messed up my schedule. So I had to take a few days off to kind of recuperate. So tonight we're going to be doing a great keto kitchen, and it's going to be my first time ever trying keto chocolate chip cookies. So if you like chocolate chip cookies, go ahead and leave me some cookie emojis below. I'm super excited to try this with you all. So welcome. I see a bunch of you guys jumping online. Go ahead and say hi and let me know where you're coming in from. If you're grabbing me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1, and if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. By the way, if you're a brand new friend, don't forget to go ahead and comment new below so that way I can circle back around and connect with you. I've got a ton of brand new friends and I want to make sure I give you a shout out. And if we're not friends yet, don't forget to go ahead and send me a friend request and hit follow. To follow my page, you can just click on my face. It will take you over to my site there, and then you can just click follow. It's kind of like in the middle where my photos are. I am starting to max out my friends requests, so I want to make sure you guys are following me in the journey so that way you don't miss out on all the fun keto things that we do here. So and if you're keto, feel free to comment and say keto and let me know how long you've been on the journey. For those of you that are brand new to me, welcome. I've been keto since October. Wow, it's been a hot minute. It's been a lot longer now. I can't say I'm new anymore, I guess, but I'm down over 50 pounds and I'm just loving the journey. So let me say hi to a few people real quick. Welcome. Hey Matt and Jen, Tanya, Claudia, Aurora. She hit me up with some cookies. Love it, girl. Hi Diana. Welcome. Hi Katie. So we're going to be doing some keto chocolate chip cookies tonight. So the only keto cookies I've ever done before are the Snickerdoodle cookies, and they came out amazing. So I'm excited to try something brand new with you all. We'll see if I'll be able to do this okay. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have a hand mixer, so this might be a hot mess, but that's okay. We can figure it out and do it together. Let me go over the macros with you guys real quick, and it really doesn't have a lot of ingredients. I always do quick and easy on my page. So yeah, if you like quick, easy recipes, and if you're a brand new keto, make sure you go ahead and check out some of my other videos. I know I've got a lot of great stuff that you will really love and enjoy. And by the way, tonight was my first night cooking with the air fryer, so I'm really excited to do some recipes with you all with the air fryer. So if you have an air fryer, go ahead and comment air fryer below, and feel free to share what some of your favorite goodies are to eat in there. I'm so excited to play around with it. Hi Jolita, welcome. Oh, thanks for the love, sweet sister. By the way, if you guys love my page and you learn all kinds of things about keto, don't forget to go ahead and share this out to your friends and family or any appropriate keto groups. I so appreciate your love and support. Okay, so macros, and then we'll get started, you guys. So this is supposed to be, I think a serving is 1 cookie. Oh, I didn't put the macros on the video here. I'll make sure I go back in and do that after, you guys. I was so excited. I just wanted to get going here. So it's 90 calories. Total carbs are 3 grams per cookie, so not too bad. It's 2 grams of protein and 8 grams of total fat. So I love that it's nice and high on the fat scale, so you can definitely help support your healthy fat macros and your keto macros for the day. So yeah, I know, let's see, what was your name? Katie. It can be a lot of fun but overwhelming when you're brand new, so don't worry. I promise you, your first month, at least mine was, my first month was a hot mess, but I learned a lot, and you will begin to figure it all out. I promise it will make sense. Okay, so we've got a few ingredients here. Let's go ahead and get started. Feel free to let me know how your day went. Happy Monday. We always do Unicorn Mondays on my page here, so hopefully seeing all the unicorns gave you guys a little bit of cheer and smiles, and you guys helped, I don't know, help take the pain away from Monday just a teeny tiny bit. So we're gonna start with, I've got some butter in my bowl here. This is Kerrygold grass-fed butter. Make sure you're doing grass-fed butter so you're getting all those high quality, healthy fats. Hi Brenda, thanks for popping on. Adding to that, this is 5.5 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna add in 1 1/4 cup almond flour. So I've got my almond flour, and I've also got my coconut flour. So we're gonna do a nice mix of them both. This one's the coconut flour, and a neat little keto hack for anybody that's brand new, and I used to confuse my coconut and my almond flour. Obviously the coconut flour's got a light, super light, refreshing coconut scent. So if you're like me when I was new and I was confusing them, you could always just smell them real quickly and you can easily tell which one is your coconut flour. That might be super noobish, but like I honestly didn't know it when I was brand new. So hopefully it helped a few of you out. So I do have some extra almond flour in case I run out here. I think I'm actually just gonna pour it in right now. I did do the Thrive Market box and you get a nice big bag of almond flour for a really great price. So if you guys are interested in my Thrive Market code, you can just comment below and I'll go through and I'll share it with those of you that may wanna save some money off of your first box. Hi Diana, welcome. You're down 21 pounds so far, sweet sister. I am so, so happy and proud of you. And that's so good for only 6 weeks. You are totally killing it on the journey. Okay. I was just trying to like push the almond flour down so it wasn't gonna spill out anywhere, because knowing me, that would happen on live camera. Okay. Let me get this in here. Okay, very nice. All right, so what did I say we needed? 1 1/4 cups. So what kinds of keto cookies has everyone made or tried yet? I'd be curious to know. I did the snickerdoodle ones and they came out amazing. So I'm excited. I've been waiting so long to do the chocolate chip ones because I've been waiting to get the Lily's dark chocolate, which are keto friendly. So I finally snagged a few bags of those when I did my Thrive Market purchase. So I'm really excited to try it out. So I'm just leveling that off. I don't want it to be too packed and tight in there. Hey Andrew, I'm making keto chocolate chip cookies. So these are keto friendly, they're low carb. They're gonna be using almond flour and coconut flour, so they're safe for your keto journey. Yes, they do exist, RJ, and if you like snickerdoodles, make sure you go and check out my my other recipe. Those came out amazing. I'm a huge fan, I really loved those. So I guess now that I'm getting like more bold and more confident in my keto journey, like I'm not afraid to experiment with some other things. In the beginning it was, you know, it's a little hard and overwhelming, so I just was struggling to make real food, forget about like cookies and other treats and things like that. So I have been holding off on experimenting with some of these goodies until more recently in my keto journey. Aw, Katie, you're so sweet. Thanks for giving Diana some love there. Let's see here. What else we got? Oh, you love the snickerdoodle one, Sherry? Thanks for the love. I'm so glad to hear that you liked it. Yeah, they're some of my favorites. Okay, so we're gonna do just a tablespoon of coconut flour. So not that much, you guys. I love cookies too. That's why I was very fat, you guys. I love chocolate especially. Okay. So here's my tablespoon of coconut flour going in. Okay, now we're gonna do 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder. Hey Christina, thanks for popping on. So for anybody that's just jumping on, welcome. We're doing some keto chocolate chip cookies, and it's my first time ever doing the chocolate chip cookies. I've been waiting for these bad boys to come in, the Lily's dark chocolate. Oops, sorry, they're upside down. So finally have some, and I get to play around with them, so I'm super excited. I know, right? Cookies? Oh, so, so good. Actually, Andrew, I'm not a super fan of oatmeal cookies. I was one of those kids that didn't really like the oatmeal cookies with the raisins, but I can respect somebody that really does enjoy them. Okay, so we need 1/2 teaspoon now. All right, that is done. So next is 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt. So I've got some pink Himalayan salt. I'm gonna go ahead and use that. This is a really nice fine grade that I got from the Thrive Market box as well. I know, I've been having a lot of fun cooking lately, you guys, and I was telling everybody I just tried the air fryer tonight, so I can't wait to make steaks with you all one night and do a live video. You guys are gonna freak out. It was so amazing tonight. So I'm really excited to share it with you all. Okay, there's our salt. So how did Monday treat you all? How was your day today? I always kind of dread Mondays and have the Monday blues just a little bit. Okay, so next we're gonna do 2/3 cup of your sweetener of choice. I'm gonna use Swerve. This is my favorite sweetener on the keto journey, so I'd be curious to know what your favorite is to work with. One of the reasons that I like Swerve so much is that it doesn't really have an aftertaste like sometimes stevia can have. I've experimented with a few other ones. I also like this one because it's a 1-to-1 ratio for sugar, so if you're modifying a recipe that's not keto, you actually know how much Swerve to use because it's a 1-to-1 equal ratio, which is nice because, you know, stevia, you have to convert the drops and, you know, pat your head and twirl around and do a fancy dance to kind of like figure it out, and it never comes out right. So has that happened to anybody that's used stevia before? And I've definitely messed up a few recipes because my conversion wasn't quite right. Thanks for sharing, Shauna. I appreciate it. Busy in your sewing studio, Cynthia. What is it that you do? That sounds fun. All right, let's see here, 2/3 cup. Oh, you have trivia. I actually haven't played with that one very much. Do you like it, Diana? I'd be curious to know. So there is our sugar. Let's see, what else do we put in this bad boy? 1 large egg, and then we're gonna do 1/2 cup of our chocolate chips. And then also it adds in that you could do some chopped pecans if you'd like, or pecans. How do you guys say it, pecan or pecan? You can like type the long A or the short A there. Ooh, quilts, they must be so beautiful. Yes, try the Swerve. I actually got mine on Amazon because I couldn't find it anywhere local here in New York. I'm kind of like up where the not healthy people live, I guess. So there's not a lot of all natural food stores around here. Milk and cookies. I can't have milk anymore, Andrew, because I'm keto now, but milk and cookies are the best. So I used to love that, especially around like the holidays. There's nothing better than like eggnog or milk and fresh cookies. It's awesome. Great. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're gonna put our egg in before I forget, and then we're gonna do our chocolate chips that I'm so excited to try. I haven't tried them yet, and I've had them for a little while here, so. Let's see. Yes, teaspoon. All right, so there's our vanilla. Let me go ahead and put our egg in before I forget, because I could just see myself doing that. Oh yes, oh I love cookies and coffee. That is so, so good. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, there's no Wegmans. I don't know how to say that, but I do recognize that grocery store. There's nothing like that up by me though. I have up by me like Price Chopper, ShopRite, Walmart, stuff like that. Nothing specialty at all. So, okay, so let's see here. And I think the last thing that we just need are our chocolate chips. So let's see how much it was again. Where are they here? half of a cup. So has anybody worked with the Lily's dark chocolate chips before, or she has also chocolate bars? So those are on my wish list for my next order from the Thrive Market. I'm definitely gonna pick up some of the larger chocolate bars. So these are sugar-free. They don't have any sugar in them. There is erythritol, or however you say that, so they should taste delicious. I'm excited to try them. And of course I don't have I'm gonna have to use a knife. I don't have a scissor around here. Usually there's one right here next to my knives. Okay, let's test out one or two of these bad boys and see if they're any good. I'm curious. Oh yeah, that's nice. They taste like real chocolate chips, so not just like plain dark chocolate. Those are yummy. I'm excited. Okay. Let me wait a minute. I'm jumping the gun. We should mix this before we add in our chocolate chips. So we will see how this does because I don't have a hand mixer. So we may have to sit here a few extra minutes while I fold all of the ingredients together, but that's okay. So what did everybody have for their keto dinner tonight? I'd be curious to know. I got to play with my air fryer, so I made my first steak ever in the air fryer, and it was spectacular, you guys. I can't wait to share it with you. You're gonna love it. I mean, literally, we had the most beautiful ribeye in like 8 minutes. I'm addicted. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be so great for the keto journey. So if any of you have an air fryer, feel free to share with me what some of your favorite recipes are. I can't wait to experiment with everyone. But yeah, it just came out so juicy and amazing. I really loved it. Hi Leslie, thanks for popping on, welcome. So we're making, for anybody that's just jumping on right now, we're doing some keto chocolate chip cookies. And I'm just struggling to mix these, I'm sorry, because I don't have a hand mixer. But we will get there, it'll be fine. So it definitely gets stuck in my whisk, but we are pretty much almost combined here. Yeah, I could use a fork, right, Leslie? Let me try that. Let me see if it's any better. I knew this was gonna be a problem, but I didn't care. So Candace for her dinner had feta cheese, spinach, chicken, sausage. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to give you one of my chocolate chip cookies to go along for your dessert tonight, Candace. That sounds amazing. Good job on your keto dinner. If anybody else wants to share what they had for their keto dinner, feel free. So So it's definitely coming out. I know it's taking me forever without the hand mixer, but it's definitely coming out like a nice dough consistency, you guys. And this just shows you, like, by all means, if you're brand new to me and you don't know, I am not an expert in the kitchen. I just do this truly for the love of the keto journey and just what it's done for me. And I just like sharing with you all that, like, even if you're not confident in the kitchen, you can still do some really fun, delicious, and exciting things. You don't have to be the expert, which was something that really held me back when I was brand new, because I was really scared I was just really scared and intimidated by the kitchen. Being in the kitchen and cooking is not very natural for me. I do love to eat, but I don't love to cook. So you can see that, you know, you can just get through these things as long as you're just a little brave to just go ahead and try. So, okay, that worked perfectly. So we're nice and combined now. Let me go ahead and get my chocolate chips in here, and then we can give one last stir and then start putting them on the pan to cook. So let me see, we've got our oven preheating at 325 degrees, and we're gonna bake them for about 12 to 15 minutes. And the trick, at least for the keto cookies that I did that were snickerdoodles, is that, at least for that recipe there, I had to let them sit and really harden before I tried to get them off the pan. So I would say that might be a nice trick for you if you're having trouble with your keto cookies. Do let them sit there and cool for quite a bit longer than maybe you would a standard cookie. Yes, the recipe is actually in the post, so when the video is all over, you can steal it right there. That will be just fine. Well, at least you're comfortable, and it's maybe not so hard for you, Leslie. I know cooking can feel like such a chore, and in the beginning I really hated it, especially keto, because it was so intimidating, but now I'm starting to really enjoy it and have fun with it. So, all right, let's see here. We need a half a cup, so let's get our chocolate chips in. Okay, it's pretty good. Okay, so what do you guys think? You would never know it's not a real cookie dough. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything vital, and then we will go ahead and get these bad boys in the oven real quick. So it says to use a tablespoon size on your cookie sheet, and it does recommend to use parchment paper on your pan. I keep forgetting to pick some up, so we're just gonna see if it sticks. We're just gonna wing it, you guys. That's the way to do it. Hey, Kendall, thanks for jumping on, and thank you so much for sharing, sweet sister. I appreciate it. That might be a little bit too big. I may have to make 2 batches of these, which would be fun. Hi, Maria. So has anybody made any kind of keto cookie before? I'd be curious to know what you've made and what you thought of it. I know sometimes cooking with almond flour can kind of be hit or miss, especially for things like pancakes and stuff. I've tried a few other things, but this recipe, I'm really excited to try it because it got a ton of really great reviews, and a lot of people said it actually tasted like a real cookie. So we shall see. We shall see. I'm really excited. One thing I liked about the snickerdoodle cookies I made was that I made them kind of big so I could split it in half. So I would have like a half a cookie after my lunch and then have one later on after my dinner. And it was great because it did not cripple my macros for the day, which is really, really wonderful. I'm just reading Candace's comment. Yes. Once you kind of have like the general stock of what you need keto wise, you can kind of be more flexible with it and do things on the fly. So I'm not the best example because I don't pre-plan out what I want my meals to be, but every time I go grocery shopping, I make sure I get my general keto stock of ingredients. And then usually when I'm at work or maybe on my lunch break, I'll go ahead on Pinterest and I'll find a great keto recipe with whatever meat I've taken out for dinner, whether it's ground beef or chicken, and I'll just search for keto recipes and find something that's quick and easy, usually like 5 or 6 ingredients, and then I'll make it when I go home. So of course, if you are more of the planner than I am, you could of course plan your meals out for the week and make sure you're gonna be super successful, but you know, I don't have time for that. So I just kind of start with all of my stock, you know, and you could start and make it simple, you guys. Keto doesn't have to be hard. And once you have all of the ingredients kind of to start with, you should be fine. So I think some of these cookies are gonna bleed into each other, but I have like the tiniest bit of dough left. So I'm just gonna go for it. I could always cut them apart if I need to. So, all right, let's see which one can get a little bit more love here. There we go. Let's see, I think this one's gonna be the winner here. So if you had 2 cookie pans, it would be much better. These are way too big. I know this already by looking at them, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it and get them in the oven. And like I said, you could always cut them up and make them smaller if you need to. So thank you all so much for joining. And yeah, let me see here. I've got a little bit of dough here. Let's go ahead and taste it real quick. Legit, you guys, that tastes like cookie dough. So I'm really excited. I'll make sure I do a live taste test once they're all done, and I will share and give you guys feedback and let you know if we think in the future if we should make any adjustments to the recipe. So thank you all so much for joining me tonight. If you had a great time and you enjoyed the video and you learned a few things about keto, make sure you go ahead and share this out to your friends and family. I so appreciate your love and support. And if we're not friends yet, don't forget to go ahead and send me a friend request. Thanks, take care, have a great night.